Alright, so Mr. AJ, now we see you come with something different now. Now, what kind of machinery is this?
It's just a motor, just a experimental motor.
Cool. Experimental motor.
Yeah.
Wow, you're full of skill though, little man. Look at the things that you use to make this thing.
Here you can see the inductor. Just like transformer. It's basically a transformer that is split in half.
Okay.
Half and half.
You split a transformer in half. Let me come on and see if I get a good view at it. Oh boy. Doing a lot of creative work here, man. You see? You see what I use? You see this is when I put down so long in that if I use it and then make it. You see it's full of dust? This man is creative. Look at that. Oh my God, this guy just needs some help. He needs some support. I wonder who wants to support him. I wonder if NCB want to take him up. Or Scotia.
Now this is what I'm talking about.
Such
the inductor.
So
These two coils of wire. But kinda complicated, but
tell me, make yourself your head can absorb what you're saying.
So here's the inductor. You know, an inductor, you know that in AC you have. Alright, I'm gonna go back. In DC current, you have positive from negative, should say, to positive. Current go in one direction only. In AC,
It
you
goes
go from
around.
negative to positive, and then from positive to negative.
Okay. So AC as in alternating current.
And alternating current.
That is the one that's in our home now.
Yeah.
You have to explain the terms, and the DC is like the battery current.
In DC current, in an inductor, here's an inductor. When current flows through a wire, it turns it in an electromagnet.
Okay.
Now imagine you build up the magnetic field. That's it. It goes in one direction, nothing happens.
Okay.
Now in the AC, it turns on and off. So in the DC, imagine you have south here and north here. The AC in one side would give you a north and south. Then on the other direction, it turns around, the magnetic field flip.
Okay.
So this is basically what happens. And another thing in AC, when you flow the current through an inductor, the current lags behind the voltage by 90 degrees.
Like, I understand that. But I guess those people who are doing these things will understand. And I hope when the people actually see this video, they see that you got a lot of potential. All you need is some sponsorship to get your thing going.
So what happens, what would mean happens is that when I have this is high resistance wire compared to this.
Which one?
To these wires, thick wires here, is, you see, is more thicker than this.
Okay.
So current easily flows through this more than this one.
Okay.
So what happens is that the current would go in this, and then this one would build up, the magnetic field will build up later on. So it's phase shifting, the magnetic field build up in these two coils, then in this.
Okay.
So it's like when the magnetic field on this is on, this is off.
Okay.
When this is off, this is on.
Alright, sir.
So for further phase, this is what we call phase shifting. And to increase first phase shifting is a capacitor.
Okay.
In series with this inductor.
Okay.
So because of this, it induces eddy currents. What we mean is that in the rotor, what we mean, you can use a magnetic field to induce a current in another coil.
Okay.
This is how a transformer works. So what happens, it builds up a magnetic field in this coil, and then it induces a current in this coil.
Oh.
So, but note, this only happens with AC current.
Okay.
It cannot happen, it will happen with DC current, you know, but it only happens when the magnetic field is changing.
Okay.
As soon as the magnetic field reaches full strength, it stops inducing a current in the other coil.
Okay.
Until you turn it off again, which AC goes positive and negative and turn off.
Okay.
60 hertz, 60 cycles a second. So that is what is happening. It's the same effect, just like how we said, the coil in this, coil right here, induces a current in this coil. It's the same thing that actually happens to the rotor. These coils induces a current in the rotor.
Okay.
So it would line up the, remember if you have a magnet, it would have, a metal object would attract to a magnet.
Right.
Just normally how it attract. So when the magnetic field in this coil turn on, it would line up. Then when it turn on in this coil, line up. And then it turn on in this coil, line up.
So it's like a fight thing, so it causes it to rotate.
Yeah, it causes it to rotate and then produce a torque.
Oh, a
So
torque.
it has to spin.
I hear your words, a torque. Okay,
Yeah,
sir.
torque.
Well, for all the people who know what he's saying, this is Mr. AJ. He's been doing this for quite a while. He has done so many inventions before, but those are of the past, so we are catching up now.
Well, this is one is not an invention still. This is somebody else's invention, Nikola Tesla.
Oh, what's his name?
Nikola Tesla.
That's the man?
Yeah.
And the name Nikola?
Yeah, Nikola.
Oh, Nikola Tesla. But it's nice to see at least you bring it to life. You know, it's good. Keep up the work. We'll be following AJ from now on. All AJ needs is some sponsorship. Trust me. I think this guy has got a lot of potential, and the thing about us in Jamaica, we don't support each other. We see somebody with a potential and we know that big things can happen. Can you imagine Jamaica have its own inventor? This guy just needs some support. So all those big companies who are sponsoring all the models and all the other things, kudos, you are supporting, but give a word hand to a young man who wants to make a difference. Like the Jamaican first inventor. Peace out.